like being inspired to create a fusion dish after a recent trip to Latvia. This is Riga-toni.
I was afraid my next recipe would be too plain, so I hopped on a plane to Latvia and grabbed myself a bag of the deliciously named grey peas, after learning that Latvia's national dish is grey peas and bacon. Now you know. Now these things come drier than a Sauvignon Blanc in a drought. As if I were in a farmer's strike, I also went for a hose-down approach. They require steeping for most of a waking day to avoid the risk of removing any crowns or fillings you might have. I said earlier that the nat dish of Lat involves bacon, so it would be rude if I didn't follow tradition and fry up some lardons. Even after they're soaking, the peas also need a full 90 minutes in boiling water before they're edible. And to get the most out of this, I decided to boil them directly in a stock, which you're going to watch me make now. Firstly, some chicken thigh bones from the ghost of recipes past were sizzled off in that bacon juice to get the flavours up and running. In went the chopped veggies with a few garlic cloves for company with the fried bones. And just like an exhausted teacher after a round of exam marking, stock also appreciates a good glug of wine. I'm neither made of money, nor was inclined not to put the rest of that bottle in my own face, so some veggie stock and water bulked out the pot, with a couple of bay leaves thrown in for show. Once the flavours had been extracted from the bones and veg, I fished them out like a culinary lifeguard. The next session's wristbands were on the peas, and it was their time to hop in the pool for 45 minutes. This recipe does take a while, but I took it at a leisurely pace, as when I was in Riga, I was told the Latvians had some questionable history with the Russian. The disappointingly brown-coloured peas then came out for a breather.
This wasn't what I saw in the advertisement.
Which made plenty of room for the pun-enabling pasta, which in turn was cooked in the depths of the now murky stock until it was al dente, like that car in that Father Ted episode. I typically enjoy good manners and wholesome content, but was happy for things to get quite rude in order to make a sauce from the residual cooking juices, which will help cling the wandering peas to the pasta in the bowl. When bringing it all together, I reanimated that bacon with a knob of butter and gave the pasta a reheat in the pan alongside. The fake grey peas hopped in. I also added some parsley to the sauce and adjective adhering green peas to give it some colour that wasn't adjacent to brown. And I finished like I was telling my dog Russell to perform a basic trick, with citrus.
And there you have it. Stick that in your face.